Good morning. We've pruned our plum tree. We watched a YouTube video on how to do it. Hope it works. In the polytunnel things are starting to look a bit sparse. We've had tomato blight, although these yellow tomatoes have done really well. That's why all the leaves are missing. We've had some success with peppers in the ground, and gherkins have done really well. I don't know why the washing's in here, it's a lovely sunny day. The squashes are coming to an end, we're just waiting for them to ripen up. Some have already been taken out. The courgettes are still coming. The beans now we're leaving to go to seed, the climbing French beans. The cabbages have been had by snails and slugs and caterpillars and everything else. We're now planting our winter crops. There's spring onions, and then there's carrots, and then our Chinese kale, and also we've got some land cress growing. And then in the seed trays we've got lettuce, more lettuce, Swiss chard, beetroot and spinach, I believe. The peach trees also had a prune. The grapes are ripening off now. I'm picking a bunch and having them with my breakfast most mornings. I'm not sure I'm going to get through them all. The peppers and aubergines on the bench have been quite prolific, as you can see. They seem to do quite well in these pots with a water bath when it's dry. Outside the cabbages have again been hit. The dill, which seems to self-sow itself, is doing its thing. The parsnips look like we've got a good crop. We only put one row in this year. The beetroot's coming to an end and some of it's starting to bolt. The Swiss chard is looking good. The spinach, a lot of that bolted. Courgettes are still performing outside as well. The sweet corn is now ready. We had a cob the other day. The runner beans are still going for it, but the flowers are dying back now. We've still got some artichokes to harvest. We've got this Hungarian grey squash, and as you can see we've got a few coming on that. They started quite late, but that's how things are. It's been a funny growing year. And then we've got some more potatoes in pots. We've been using the potatoes that we have bought from supermarkets that start sprouting. Put a couple in each builder's bucket and then some compost. The autumn raspberries are still producing. And this year we've planted a greengage tree. That came in August, so it hasn't done very much so far. And the cherry tree, which had brown spot, don't know whether you can see it on the leaves this year, and as you can see it looks quite sorry for itself. We've also pruned that back quite hard this year, and we're hoping that it will recover.